Dr. Barbara Zaborowski doesn't look for heritage to preserve. Instead, she finds it all around her and preserves what she finds so that it can be persevered and presented to future generations of Johnstown residents in today's advanced technology. She has made great strides in preserving local heritage and in helping people of all ages understand, interpret, and appreciate it.
Many years ago, we started the One Book, One Community reading program. And it started as an adult program. And after a couple of slow years, we decided that if we wanted to have adult readers, we needed to start growing our own. And one year we picked Underground Railroad. And because it was such an important topic, the adult book that year dealt with Underground Railroad, the middle school book dealt with Underground Railroad, and we actually extended the program to the elementary school that year. Well, when we started to look at Underground Railroad activity in Cambria County, it was amazing how much activity there really was. We found out that there were ties to prominent people in Johnstown who were also connected to large abolitionist movements in Pittsburgh and Columbia, Pennsylvania, and Philadelphia. We found proof that in a diary by William Whipper, who was a known Underground Railroad conductor in Lancaster County, that he actually put runaways on canal boats to send them west to Pittsburgh. So we know they came right through this area. So the more we looked, the more we found.
As usual, Dr. Zaborowski's work on the Underground Railroad during the Civil War era led her to take a look at Johnstown's role in the Civil War itself as part of a 2011 commemoration of the Civil War in Cambria County. Many thought that she would find little to support Johnstown's importance to the war effort. But as always, the more she looked, the more she found.
We found that there were a lot of troops mustered from Cambria County. Actually, Cambria County met its quota before most counties in Pennsylvania for the number of people who signed up to go off to fight in the war. We found the Underground Railroad activity really skyrocketed during that time period. We found that Cambria Iron was producing iron rails like mad, making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Now, we're talking 1863, so that's a lot of money at the time. And it had a huge impact on the county. We've put together a county website. We're gathering histories from all the little boroughs and townships that were here at the time, how the war impacted them, what troops they sent, where they went. And it's really been exciting because we're finding a lot of stories, and people are coming forth wanting to talk to us about, here's what my great-grandfather did, and here's what my great-grandmother did.
Recently, a strong effort has been mounted by Save Our Steeples, a group of concerned members of the community, to a decision by the Catholic Diocese to close 3 landmark churches in the historic Cambria city of Johnstown for financial reasons.
We've partnered with JAHA and Partners for Sacred Places out of Philadelphia, and we've all been working together with the diocese because their feelings are basically the same as ours. They realize the importance of these buildings and how much historical and architectural meaning they have to this area and to the people of Johnstown and just to, Cambria County, Cambria City in general, So we've been working together with everybody trying to find a home for these churches, a proper home. Barb came in as a volunteer. She signed up when we were out soliciting people to jump on board to help. We were not aware of Barb's accomplishments. We just, saw her as somebody who was committed to saving these churches.
So when we heard about the churches in Cambria City, a colleague of mine at work was involved with Save Our Steeples, and we were just talking about it one day after an article had appeared in the paper, and I said, it's Pittsburgh all over again. It's happening here, what happened, my personal experience with it. He says, well, you really should get involved with this group. Okay. So I said, sure, I'll come to a meeting. And then it just kind of took off from there. And when they had set the final date for the last day, when the churches were going to officially close, I thought we have to get down there and photo document all of these. The architecture, the stained glass windows, just everything. Every piece of the church so that someday someone could take those pictures and reconstruct exactly where they were in those churches.
In addition to being honored tonight for her lifetime dedication to finding, saving, and preserving Johnstown's important heritage, We also pay tribute to Dr. Zaborowski for capturing it, using the best of our modern technology, making that heritage more accessible to all. Tonight, she is also celebrating something else that she wished for. A decade or so ago.
10 years ago or so, a group of us were sitting around having dinner, a bunch of friends from the college, and you know how you pose goofy questions. One of the questions was, if you could have dinner with anyone living today, who would you have dinner with? So a lot of the guys around the table, of course, they picked sports stars, and somebody picked the president, and one girl picked Alan Greenspan. And then when it got to me, I said, well, David McCullough, because being a librarian and loving history, who better to sit and have dinner with, because I just think he would be the most fascinating person on the planet to have dinner with. And now I'm having dinner with him.